What's going on YouTube? It's Mr. Ferguson here once again. Thank you guys for coming back for another video here in cold central North Carolina. If you didn't check out last week's videos, if you're tuning into this one but you didn't check out last week, me and my wife started some lawn, well actually it was just basically 2 lawn projects. It took us and we split it up into multiple videos. Go check that out. We transplanted some grass from when we extended our Japanese maple. Go check those videos out. I thought they were really well done and interesting, so check that out. Today guys, I was trying to set up with another person a visit to possibly film a video for you guys about Winterizer. It didn't work out. Things keep popping up. I've been trying to get with this individual for months and it's just never worked out. So what we're going to talk about today is I am going to finally apply my last, I haven't applied any fertilizer really in probably 2.5 to 3 weeks. And so I'm going to do my last application of fertilizer. Today it's 60 degrees. It's cool. I looked at my soil temperatures this morning when I woke up, and we've had very cool mornings in the 20s and even down in the teens, but it's about 40 degree soil temperatures. So the ground is getting cold, but the ground is not frozen. Again, it's 60 degrees this afternoon. The grass really hasn't grown because I haven't put a lot of fertilizer down recently, and we've got cooler temperatures, so it's just not growing very fast. So the first thing that we want to do on this is clear some of these leaves. If you saw last week's videos, you know I recently purchased a new Amazon backpack blower, so we're going to strap that bad boy on. We'll quickly time lapse it, and let's remove the leaves off the lawn. Really wish I could go as fast as you just guys watched seconds of me doing that. I don't know how long it took me, but it took a while. But look at that. Totally brand new looking lawn. All the leaves done. I even did the front yard, pushed it over to the side over here, and we did this far right side where we was working this past weekend and pushed all that in, and then even took a little extra time to push some of the leaves back because I don't know if I mentioned it, but we've got 3 days worth of rain coming up. The next 3 days we have chances, pretty 50-50 chance of rain. So not only does it need to be done to clear it, to let the sun hit it, let the grass have some sunlight, let the water that's coming hit the grass and not be covered by the leaves. The leaves are good food if we mulch it, but we're about to apply a product. We don't want to be putting it on top of all the leaves. We want it to hit the soil. We want it to hit the grass blades. So multiple reasons for that, but looks very much better. I don't know what I'm trying to say. It looks very good. Still liking the backpack blower. Surprised you guys, a lot of you guys had that same blower and gave me good vibes, good comments about it. So hope mine will last just as long as yours. All right, so after we've blown all of our leaves off, now we can apply our final application of fertilizer for this season. So there's multiple things you can do. We're not going to go back over, everything we talked about in the previous video, but if you're wondering what is Winterizer, is it a special blend of fertilizer I need to go buy at Lowe's or Home Depot? Absolutely not. It is a marketing term. You probably hear it on multiple lawn care sites and YouTube sites. Winterizer means your final application of fertilizer before you're done basically with lawn care for the winter months. It is our last installment. It's our last application of nitrogen to the lawn to feed it, and basically it'll feed until maybe it goes dormant. Of course, where we live matters. Our soil temperatures in North Carolina sometimes never freeze. You may already be frozen up in Jersey and Pennsylvania, New Hampshire up there with cool season turf. The ground may be frozen. Once it starts to freeze and go dormant, it quits feeding off that nitrogen until when it pops back into spring and warmer temps, it may be able to begin to feed off that last application in spring and pop to life looking amazing. So that is the goal. That's the idea behind our last fertilizer application. So we can go many different ways with this. We suggested in our last video, if you've just got a bag of old fert in your shed, that works fine. And you don't have to go buy, I've got to go get more fert. If you want to do a winterizer because you want it to pop and look great at spring, I suggest you do it. If you've got a bag of Flagship, if you got some Scott's fertilizer, if you got some Lesco, some urea, whatever you have, put it down, it'll be fine. Obviously, it depends on what your nitrogen schedule has been. I put 0.33 pounds down about 3 weeks ago, so I'm gonna go around 0.5, 0.75 pounds and let it ride all the way until spring. So I've got two options. The second one. The first one is I've got this big old 2.5 gallons of 2000 from GCI Turf, but I'm feeling lazy today. I don't feel like spraying. I don't feel like bringing the backpack sprayer, spraying. It's kind of windy as I was blowing the leaves. So you can go liquid, that's totally fine. That's what Pete does. He even throws in some of his 0020 and makes it a potassium and nitrogen mix and adds in the natural adjuvant to let it absorb and do its thing. Being that we've got 3 decent chances at rain the next 3 days, I'm going to use my Scott spreader. Now, if you've known this channel, you know I'm not too hot about my Scott's Elite spreader. I'm always looking to replace it. It's kind of like my dad's putter. Every time he talks about going to look at a new putter, he starts putting well and then forgets about that thought. Every time I feel like I'm about to trash my Scott's Elite spreader, it does pretty good, and I just keep rolling with it. So here we are in year 2 or 3 with the Scott's Elite. So I'm gonna go with the 4400 humic coated urea one more time, and we can put the spreader settings over here for dry application. There's a section on the bag for dry application versus liquid soluble spray application. So make sure you pay attention to that if you're using the same product. But I'm gonna go around 6, 0.7 probably, and realistically, I'm gonna measure this out into a 5-gallon bucket. I'm gonna weigh it because it tells me on the bag, you guys can probably see it on the screen after I've done filmed this, but for broadcast application rates, to get what I'm looking at, 0.75-ish is 1.7 pounds per 1,000 square feet. I have roughly 8, so I'm gonna do 8 times 1.7, whatever that number is. I'm gonna pour into the 5-gallon bucket and not spill it everywhere, and measure that out on probably weigh myself and then pick the bucket up method. We'll probably do that. I've got the little scale I can do it on, and then I'm just gonna throw it in my Scott's spreader, and I'm just going to slowly take my time and spread it. The rain should come, the rain should water it in. If it don't, I don't really care, to be honest with you. The grass looks great, and we're gonna talk about that maybe on Wednesday. Is the color it looks right now, if none of this gets washed in and deep darkens it up, I'm fine with that. I may even go a little bit lighter looking at it, man. It looks really good right now. The color is just that solid, cool season green color, but the rain should wash it in. Hopefully this natural rain will help our shady nooks, which I'm going to give you an update on this week as well, and the 2 spots or 3 spots up front that we talked about last week where we pulled out Poa-Triv. By the way, still seeing little Poa-Triv popping up. It is absolutely annoying, but we're just going to apply this humic coated urea, let it sit on the ground, let the natural rain come, wash it in if it wants to. And again, when I was talking about moving this tree over here, the humic acid we've constantly been applying to the lawn, softening up this dirt, enriching the dirt. As Pete says, get your dirt right. It helps our grass, it helps our trees. So I want to spare you guys from the back and forth fast motion, just me walking around with the spreader. You've seen that a billion times on a billion different channels. I am going to apply this. My wife is actually coaching middle school cheerleading, so I'm going to go up there and maybe catch the boys game after the girls game and watch and see her in her prime working with these middle school girls. So that's pretty cool. So God bless you guys. Again, thank you for watching this video. Give it a thumbs up if you would. The winter months, I can tell views really go down. People start losing interest in lawn care. They just let the lawn go. But for those of you that are continuing to watch, thank you. Hit that thumbs up. It may help hopefully somebody with a new lawn that may be wondering about Winterizer or leaf blowing or urea or whatever. Use the links below. Consider channel membership. We're trying to get more channels. The more channel members, if we can ever get people interested in that, in the perks of that feature, we'll be able to thank and display them on the page, but we just don't have people that are interested in it. So it is what it is. God is in control. He knows what he's doing. So God bless you. Have a great week. We'll see you on the next lawn care video from Central North Carolina.